listen, y'all know I stay lurking the streets. I just seen this video and I bust out laughing. I just know y'all might enjoy it too. Watch this video.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I want to be shot. Yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I want to be shot.
Bitch, what? This is an Uber? Like, you expecting good reviews? You got a whole pistol put on me? Then somebody tell you, well, I don't want to be shot. Shit. And then you just run there not saying nothing. Just nothing. You're not saying, you know, if they fire the shot off, and my man speed up, you're getting hit, right? What do you do? All right, seriously. In this situation, what do you do? You're in the car. Your Uber driver is road raging. Like, bitch, what? Road raging. The other person is road raging right back. The driver isn't stopping. And then a G-Wing come into play. And then this fool sitting in the front talking about, yeah, I want to be shot. Bitch, do you move your head around the front and be like, bitch, what? Like, what do you do in that moment? And if you're an Uber driver, would you do this? Wouldn't you be fearful of losing, you know, again, like no stars and bad review and the people calling your job, like you're on your job about to be being unprofessional? That's crazy. Listen, this is Read the Comments. And so therefore, we're going to hop in the comment section. Something just came to me and so I'm going to say it. You guys need to stop road raging. Because for everybody that thinks they're crazy, there's somebody 10 times crazier than you. For everybody that's out here thinking they're crazy, there's somebody that actually has nothing to lose. For everybody that thinks that you're super crazy, there's somebody right now that's contemplating suicide. SUICIDE. They're contemplating it. So that means right now when you think you're crazy, that's somebody that might just do a MURDER. SUICIDE. And the person that gets MURDER'd is your dumbass. They was on the way to go hop off the bridge. They was on the way to go And here you are on the highway showing them the reason why they probably about to go SUICIDE because they tired of dealing with humans. And now like you want to join them. Be careful. There are people out here that are y'all remember Lee Boy Malvo, whatever the man's name was that was in DC just shooting people driving by with a little young boy. Y'all remember that? Yeah. There's people out here crazy. So if you had somebody like him that's on his way to go set up to go people out of random, he don't even know the people. He's just doing it because it's fun. You know what I mean? It's GTA in real life. What? You know what I mean? Not GTA, the other one, right? In real life. Can you imagine if you caught him in traffic and you tried to road rage with him? And so, cut it out. De-escalation is not a bad thing. And people be having bad days. So maybe you're having a bad day. Maybe the other driver is having a bad day. I'm saying that give people grace to understand that somebody might be having a bad day. So they're acting a fool. Just slow down and let them go. Or speed up and leave them. Or just switch your lane and go over. Now, for the people that's super tough, for the real tough ones out here, I know you're not going to do that. You're not going to do it. You're going to engage. Do your biggest. Because maybe both of you are having a bad day and you're both about to make each other's days worse. Good for you. But for the person that is not upset, for the person that's having a good day, for the person that you're not crazy, you don't pretend to be crazy, and you're a de-escalator, you're the type to have a conversation and to talk your way out of problems, please do not engage with road rage because you cannot stay in your car to the other car and talk. So the person might just wait till you get to a light, pull up on you, and now they want to fight. What happens then? And of course, you don't live in the South, you live in somewhere where you can't pew every day in body, right? What do? Now you tussling around with someone, getting your ass whooped because you can't talk your way, you can't talk while you're in the fight. So, for all of us, de-escalate if possible. Especially if it's a day where you're having a good day. Remember the days where you have terrible days and give people grace. In real life, in cars, walking through the shopping mall, through the supermarket, walking through the CVS, walking to the bank, to the ATM, whatever it is. Somebody just walked out of the bank. Their whole account just got scammed. You know what I mean? They're upset. They had a bad interaction with you. Tell them God bless you and go on about your day. Because that person is just having a bad day today. And that's okay, sometimes. Depending on how hard they're going. Because some people now, you got to run them over with a car. You know what I mean? Don't do that. All right, so this is Read the Comments. Let's hop in the comment section to see how other people feeling. Me personally, I'm going to say, driver, cut it out. Driver, what we doing? Driver, bumper clat, driver. Hey, boy, shut me up. Let me out of this. You're crazy. I'm telling them, put me outside. Put me out. I'm about to cancel this ride and I'm about to call Uber. But it depends, because if I'm trying to get to like the airport and I'm late, I might have to sit this one through. don't shoot me. Yeah. If I have somewhere to go this other time, driver don't get a shot. Just, oh, sir, please. I start praying. Lord, don't let him shoot me. Type ish. Anyways, let's hop in the comment section. So somebody says, and then he goes, I'm sorry, you had to see that. I didn't hear him say that. I didn't hear him. I'm sorry you had to see that. I didn't only see it. I went through it. I saw it. I'm watching it. I saw it. Sir, she went through it. Oh, you know what's crazy? He probably wrong. He's probably in the wrong. She even liked this comment. Somebody said, this isn't how I normally am. He probably followed it up on, this ain't how I normally am. Okay, talking about shoot me. Shoot me. I want to be shot. Bitch, I'm in the car too. Get shot on a day that I'm not in here. Somebody said give him 5 stars. I'd give him 5 slaps. I'd give him 5 slaps. Somebody said, I thought he was your dad. Nah, sitting in the back seat, nobody's in the front. That was definitely giving Uber. Somebody said, you probably. This is you in the back screaming. Ah! What is screaming going to do? Plus, I didn't hear the person screaming, so I'm assuming the person wasn't screaming. But what is screaming going to do? You sit in the back seat, the person said, I'm going to shoot you, go, ah! What? The most you can do is tell the driver, do not get me shot. Driver, stop! You know, I'm trying to hope that your authoritative tone would get him to, child, please. Jesus. Somebody said, oh my God, why would he say that and you in the back? Because he's road raging. Somebody said, you in the back like, who getting shot? Aim good, my boy. Aim good. Shoot him. Actually, don't shoot him because he's driving the damn car. Somebody said, I would have sued Uber for emotional distress. Oh my God. Thinking about it, I probably got out with my neck crick. Oh my God, my neck. He was, I don't know what happened, but my neck. Somebody said they're contractors. You can only sue them. Oh. Okay. But you contracted them. I'm suing him and Uber then. There must be a way to sue Uber. I wouldn't have been in this man's car if Uber hadn't put me to be in his car. You guys need to do checks on your drivers. I'm suing Uber. Actually, I've been in situations where I could actually sue and I've never sued. So I'm just running my mouth. I wouldn't actually sue. Somebody said they work under the name of Uber. I'm sure you could sue Uber, period. Somebody said completely wrong. The passenger's contract is with Uber. Uber holds all liability. Uber can then choose to sue the contractor based on whatever contractual terms they have. Somebody said I would have started hollering, pull over. That ain't gonna do nothing because that's probably not gonna make him pull over. Corbin said, I laughed so hard when I found out that was your Uber. I laughed so hard as soon as I seen the video. As soon as I heard, shoot me, I want to be shot. Bitch, what? That's ego talking. Because if real you could come forward and be like, bitch, don't nobody want to get shot. You know what I mean? Somebody said, what an ounce in a lifetime experience? What is a once in a lifetime experience? You say like that's something you would want to experience. Beautiful Ashes 613. You sound like you crazy. Let's see what people responded to her and said. Somebody said, actually, surprisingly, something similar happened before. It's you. Glitter clitter. Okay. You're the problem. Okay. If it keeps happening, then at this point, you need to buy a car, sis. Get a bike. Get a bicycle. Get a motorcycle. Get skates. Roller skates. Do something. I don't want to ride with you now, sis, because you always finding the crazy drivers. Somebody said, sweetie, get a car. This is so unfair to you. Exactly. Get a car. Get a bike. Get a motorcycle. Get a scooter. Get something. Somebody said, girl, you're the problem. I'm telling you, it's following you at this point. I don't want to go nowhere with you. Tell me when you're on the road so I cannot be on the road. Which state do you live in? Which city? Which town? Somebody said, girl, me too, but this is how my dad acted when my parents were together. Traumatized over here, but I'm funny, so... Somebody say, is this by chance in Kyle, Texas? Somebody said, girl, hell nah. I would have freaked out. How are you so chill? Because what is freaking out going to do? The people that typically like to freak out always get me because it's like, you're screaming over here. What is screaming going to do? Oh my God. It's different than, you don't shut the fuck up. Are you in a scary movie? Are you acting right now? Oh, you dead ass. Oh no, cut it out. I hate a screamer. Let's see if she responded. Somebody said, she said I was praying to God. I'm telling you, pray to God. While one eye open, trying to figure out, are you going to shoot him? I kind of want to get to the airport. Oh, shit. Don't get shot, sir. Oh, okay. He didn't get shot. Thank God. Woo, driver. Right? He was willing to take a bullet for you. No, he was taking a bullet because he's stupid. In that case, that girl, he was provoking the person to try to shoot them. This is so unprofessional to do in an Uber, let alone anywhere. Exactly. Now, the person that pulled the weapon out is stupid, because all the driver had to do here is call the popo, report the license plate, and now stupid over here can be arrested. And then it's crazy because if he's able to describe the weapon that stupid has over here, that means it's true. It really did happen. How does he know that randomly you have a gun in your car? How does he randomly know what the gun looks like? It's black, or it's black and silver, or it's gold, or, you know what I'm saying? How does he know all of this? Okay. Get your ass locked up because you want to flash it. You wasn't in no deadly thing. Somebody says, you in the back like, somebody said they jumping out the car to do what? Jump out the car in the middle of the thing. Now the man see the back door open. He think an AK coming out, start shooting to the back. All you got to do is sit, be quiet, shut up. That's it. Somebody said this is how she was looking at the other driver like, don't do it, big fella. Don't do it. All right. Keep driving, driver. Go. Yeah, speed up. I got to get to the airport. Yeah, I got somewhere to be. Somebody said he probably forgot you was back there. He probably one of the crazy people that want to road rage all the time. And so because of that, he forgot. Somebody said he said it with genuine tears and passion. Like he was passionate about being shot that day. He was sure he was gonna get shot and you was gonna drive him to the airport, to the hospital. Somebody said, hey, so is canceling the ride still an option, or it only depends. Where am I going? How long do I have to get there? I might have to finish this ride with his stupid ass and then text Uber later. Somebody said 100% tip territory. Tip? You better tip me. Trying to bribe me not to tell Uber. Somebody said she sued Uber and won 5 billion naira. How much is 5 billion naira in how much is that? Let's see. 5 billion naira to US. No, I said billion. Not million. Not million. I said billion. Oh, 3 million. That's a lot of money. Google can't even believe somebody got 5 billion. Google said you need 5 million. But if you got 5 billion, then you rich. She still don't want 5 billion. Made a side face. That's 3 million and something dollars. Unless I didn't see it right. That is $3,661,000. That's a lot of money. Get out of here. Trying to make it sound like he was broke. Somebody said, I'm pissing myself. I'm so sorry. Somebody said, I just know the rest of the ride was awkward. He probably wasn't. That man looked like he was seriously going to get shot and drive himself to the hospital. Or he probably was going to drop her off first and then drive himself to the hospital. He looked like he was seriously going to let his ego ride him straight to a grave. He did not give a shit. And he looked like he wasn't embarrassed neither. He was going to turn around and be like, this is not how I normally behave. But you see, better yet, you ever hear him hit you with you seen that, right? Bitch, I seen you almost get both of us shot and killed. That's what I did see. Hit him with it. You seen that? He made that bad drive. You try to figure out, oh, God. Oh, God. I hate when they have road rage while you are in a effing car. Like, please. Somebody said, I want to be shot for real. Okay, go ahead. 50 got 9 and lived. You might get 1 and die. Somebody said, you sit in the backseat like a robot. Somebody said, why are you recording? Get down. Get down for what? Get down for what? Get down for what? We wouldn't have seen this clip if you ain't recorded. Keep recording, sis. Plus, you need proof when you sue Uber. Allegedly, if you sue Uber. Somebody said they love this guy. I effing love this guy. Okay. Somebody say, got into a fight at McDonald's once, and my Uber punched the girl and shouted at me to get in the car, and we drove her. Ooh, yeah. Go ahead. Somebody said, I'm sending her a fat tip after that. What? Okay, Uber driver. Oh, baby, because I'm a thug. Oh. Baby, because I'm a thug. That's crazy. Somebody said, oh, she got McDonald's and a fat tip. Somebody said, I'm crying. That's so sweet of her. Somebody punching somebody for you is the sweetest thing ever, right? Somebody said 1 star or 5 stars. I'm not sure. I'm giving 0. I'm reporting his ass. Well, it depends. How bad was it? Who was wrong? Who was wrong? Was it the car that I'm in that was wrong, or was it the driver that pulled the pistol was wrong? Because if the driver that pulled the pistol was wrong, I can't even be too mad at my Uber driver. Now, I know he told him shoot him, but it's because my Uber driver ain't no, right? He ain't no punk. He with all that. So I'm sitting in the back like, yeah, shoot him. But aim to the front. Because my Uber driver's a real ninja, yeah? You know what I mean? So it depends. Is my driver wrong, though? If my driver is wrong, you're getting 0 stars. I'm reporting your silly ass. You need to not be driving. But if my driver wasn't wrong, I might just not leave no stars, not bother him, not report it, nothing. Because he's not the one that pulled the pistol. You know what I mean? He wasn't wrong. The person bad drived him. Mind you, he probably shouldn't have engaged, but who knew if the other car really tried to engage them and started it. You know, so we don't know the whole story. All we saw was Mr. Robot Man over here made out of steel and Teflon and bulletproof and all types of ish, talking about shoot me, I want to get shot. You know what I mean? Maybe he was on Uber for getting shot on the job. Workers' comp. Somebody said, Christina says, why do they engage in this tomfoolery when they have a rider in the back? I never understand the audacity. I have been in cars before with Ubers. I don't take Ubers a lot. But I have been in Ubers where the driver is having somewhat minor of a road rage situation, but the driver didn't do anything wrong. And so therefore, at the end of it, I'm not mad at the driver. The person did it. Now, if I'm in the car and the driver is pushing the road rage situation, I'm going to tell the driver, cut it out. You know what I mean? It's like being at your job and being outside, you know, at the club or whatever. It's 2 different behaviors, because when you're at work, you have to be professional. But when you're outside, somebody might do something and we won't get active. But at work, you're professional. And right now, Uber driver is on his job. So I'm going to hit him with the driver, cut it out. Especially if the other person is trying to engage them in road rage, just fall back or speed up something. Leave him alone. But he's not wrong. Like, he didn't do anything. But if my driver started it, sir, you're getting the worst. Somebody said, look at his face. He's dead serious. No, he's alive and serious. He's about to be dead in a minute, though. Somebody said, he's gambling with his life. Almost deaf or at least slightly depressed. The passenger is the least of his concerns. Or he just has he got a big ego. Such a huge ego. And his pride is talking right now. He don't want to look like a PUSSY and there's a lady in the back and he ain't going to let you punk him. So he's saying shoot him. Exactly. You a PUSSY because you could even shoot me. Christina came and said, I'm not trying to develop empathy for him. I've been in Ubers where the driver decides to engage in road rage and gamble my life. So I really don't give a F. They need to be better at their jobs. Somebody said, I'm sorry? Did he say I'm sorry? Did he say I'm sorry? Like, you was going to get a shot and your only response is, I'm sorry? Kira said, girl, report this to the app and reach out to support for video evidence. This is insane. Somebody said, I didn't even buy the Uber. I'll make a video explaining later today. Oh, somebody else paid for the Uber for her. But the person that paid for the Uber could still do it because, you know, Uber give you the option to get an Uber, not at your location, to pick up somebody, to drop them off somewhere. You can share it with the person and put the person that's actually going to get in the vehicle. So the person can contact Uber and be like, the person that I ordered a ride from had a situation and this is that. But I don't know if that's covered. Deja Vu said, the craziest Uber experiences always happen when you're not the one to call the Uber. I definitely called the Uber and then got in the experience. Somebody said, I had someone call an Uber for me to go home at the butt crack of dawn. And I swear on my life, this man was a SEX trafficker. Oh, I haven't run into none of those. Thank Jesus. Thank the Lord. I had to sit in the car with him for 20 minutes acting nice. Lied when he asked if this was my home at drop-off. And thought I was going to have to stab that man before 6 a.m. because he wasn't letting me out and was asking to do inappropriate things to me. Please tell me you reported him. I told the person who ordered the Uber to report them, but it's not the same. Yeah, man, that's seriously scary because somebody else that might be drunk might get in the car and find themselves in a terrible predicament because they're drunk or under the influence. So maybe they're not passed out type, you know, but they're very much, they don't have their full faculties. And so fighting off somebody would be harder because they punch it in slow motion and all types of stuff. I'm sorry that happened to this young lady. I'm glad that she made it out unscarred, untraumatized. That's crazy. I've never heard of that. But think about it. If you are in that type of field of work, this is perfect, right? Because you would use the driver to mark people, vulnerable women. I want to hear more about this dude. I would freak. Somebody said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry that happened to you. I heard a lot of bad stuff about people using Uber over the years. Thank God I've never had those experiences, and I do apologize to the people that did. Even though I didn't do it to you, I can just imagine the trauma. I hope you heal." Somebody said it was my Uber, not my dad. Somebody said this exclusively happens in the U.S. You know what I saw? You know what I saw one time was it was in the UK. Because you know in the UK they have a lot of knife problems. Over here in America, they have a lot of GUN problems, but in the UK, they get up close and personal with it, okay? I'm not going to say that they don't have, pow pow problems, but it's predominantly people getting, you know what I mean, poked up. And there was a video of a young man. I guess he ordered somebody, I don't know who ordered the Uber. He ran to the Uber, he hopped in the back, and then some dudes ran down on him. I think they opened the door or they tried to go through the window, whatever. But they went both sides but he hopped in the back seat. Both cars both the guys that are attacking him are coming from the side and they're poking him. So he's trying to, and he's there. The driver did not move. The driver is just sitting there like, oh my God. So they knocked out the driver's window. The back window, they knock it out so they could get to my boy, so they could, poke my boy. So now the driver's like, he's not going to move because they bust his window out. And the boy in the back begging him, like, drive, because he's getting poked from both sides. He can't get away from it. And the driver's like, the driver still hasn't moved. Who gonna pay for my window? And the boy like, bro, drive. It took the driver about maybe like, I can't give you no time frame, but I'm telling you, the boy got poked. He got poked up multiple times. And then the boy had to be like, drive, please. And then when the driver finally drove off, I'm looking at the video like, this driver has zero survival skills, 0 sense, 0 what? He's already in the car, so you can't even tell him to get out your car because there's guys out there trying to, don't you just drive off? He did not drive at all. While dude was in the back getting poked up. But again, there's fright, flight, and fright. There's flight, you run. There's fright, you panic. And then there's fight, where you get active. I think the driver went into fright. He panicked. Like, what's going on now? So, things do happen in Ubers, right? Somebody said, bro has not seen Russian dash cam videos. They come out with I've seen some of those. The Russians get active, boy. They crazy over there. Somebody said, how I would have been sitting there hungover. What that dog look? Somebody said, you're actually so effing funny. Somebody said, this is the first video I see upon opening the app at 6 a.m. on the dot. Somebody said, I just want to go to the airport. Exactly. That would be me. I'm sitting in the back like, he's going to show them. Don't show them. Driver go, oh, okay, we made it. Speed up. I'm late for the airport. You know what I mean? But if I wasn't going there, I'd probably tell him to put me out the car or something. If he's over here acting crazy. Somebody saying, you better give him 5-star. Somebody said, being in an Uber and this is happening is just crazy. Somebody said 0 stars and I'm calling the police. Somebody said, hold on, let me out. Somebody said, can you wait to get shot till after I get out? Because, what? Somebody said, like, excuse me, I don't want to be shot either, good sir. Kind sir, I don't want to be shot. So can we go? Laughing my ass off. This be me. We all got to calm down. Somebody said, I hope you got a refund. She didn't pay. Somebody said, I'd effing love this. She's the type to date a criminal and then come crying to us when she has criminalistic results. When he was locked up doing 50 years and he was whooping ass. Yeah. Somebody said for real, they would enjoy this. Okay. I guess I'm too big aged. You get to a point in life you want 0 drama. You want 0. The adventure should be in hobbies, the joy and the peace and everything that comes with. You find joy and happiness in peace and in spontaneity, but it's not from being shot at or about to be poked up or none of that. It's from finding hobbies. You start knitting and shit. You start knitting. You're in a pottery class and stuff. I'm at that age. Yes, child. I want zero. If I'm here and I realize it, man, whoop, I'm out. I'm not taking out no phone. I don't want to. I don't want to video it. I don't want to see. I'm just leaving. That's me right now. That's where I'm at. Somebody said bye. I would have evaporated into thin air. I'd have been trying to figure out what's going on. Somebody said I would have opened the door and rolled the fuck out. Like, just, you gonna get run over. You gonna get ran over. Plus, you get to open in the back door. My man thinks somebody's trying to do something. Now he started lighting up the back. Bruh, just sit there, shut up, and pray nothing happened. Somebody said everybody laughing, but I'm so sorry this happened to you. She was laughing. We all gotta laugh. Somebody said, I don't know him. You in the back probably. You in the back probably. Both hands up talking about, I don't know him. Shoot in the front, not in the back. I do want to get to the airport though. Don't shoot him. Somebody said, and then they say, I'm sorry, you had to see that. Sorry, I had to see that. Crazy ass. Somebody said, I know you prayed to every God you could think of. Somebody said, to say you want to be shot is just like super crazy. Somebody said, did you do it? Was any shots fired? Somebody said, what rating did you give him? I actually want to know. And I want you guys to hop in my comment and tell me what rating would you have given. And would it matter to you if it was a situation of he started it or the person started it and just kept escalating and wouldn't stop? Would that be a problem for you? And what would the rating be? Somebody said, I want to be shot. Well, sir, can you pull over and let me out first and then get shot? Right? Pull over, let me out, and take your bullets. Somebody said, so how many stars did he get? I would love for her to tell us. Somebody said, he was an Uber? Hello? Please tell me you gave him 5 stars. I'm afraid he knows where you're going. I'm not scared of him. You'd be scared of me. I was in there and I ain't said nothing. I'm crazy too. Justin said, what was his rating in the app? Yeah, was he one of the 4.2s or something? Because we know why. Somebody said, do it. We want to be, did he say we want to be shut or I? Somebody says, no, you got your seatbelt on, I guess. Somebody said, you should have had his back. You should have rolled the window down and be like, yeah, see, you a bitch. You ain't, and then shoot your stupid ass first. Somebody said, I'd give him 5 stars for the entertainment if we survive. I never tell nobody I want to get, it's not a we situation. I'm not French. I only speak English. He wanted to get shot. At this point, I want to identify the pronoun that I go by. I go by she. He goes by he. Shoot him. Okay, I'm a she. He's a him. I'm a her. He's a him. Anyway you take it, shoot his stupid ass. Don't shoot me. I'm in the back, he in the front. We're in 2 different parts of the car. I'm not with him, is what I'm saying. Shoot him. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to end the comment section right here. I think we all got the concept of this Uber driver is batshit crazy, okay? One last comment. Dude, I had a psychotic Uber driver who was driving so erratic. Had a firearm and said, if we get pulled over, there will be a shoot. What? Let's do this one again. Kendall Millie says, dude, I had a psychotic Uber driver who was driving so erratic. He had a firearm and said, if we get pulled over there will be a shootout. Dude was literally in some type of psychosis. I obviously couldn't call the police. I literally thought I was going to DIE. Why are you going to call the police? You're Uber. You're in the back. You could just use your finger and 911 and that's it. And just sit there. Don't say nothing. Eventually, they're going to pick up your call and try to come find you. What? You're crazy. I'm finding a way. Did he take your phone? Somebody said, dog, you should have reported his Uber account. She responded and said, I did. I explained the entire situation. He thought everyone around us was also undercover police. Ooh. And they were following us. This was an hour drive on top of it. Ooh. The unluckiness of it all. Somebody said, she kept going and said, he was brake checking people on the highway. Literally all Uber did was respond with, we will be sure not to pair you with this driver again. Uber really don't be caring. Even on the food app, they don't be caring, man. Claire says, oh my, I don't use Uber food app at all. And I'm thinking about using Lyft. They're getting on my nerves. Claire says, oh my goodness, that's absolutely crazy. Uber just seemed to hire anyone at all. I'm in Ireland and I've come across a few weirdos, but nothing compared to your experience. Sorry you suffered to that. Ah, can you imagine? Oh, she probably didn't have any service. That's why she couldn't call the police. Who knows? What do you? I would have wrote help on a paper and stick it up at the. But then he can see in the side mirror. He'd have probably thought I'm with the undercovers. Oh God. What do you do? What do you do? You just gotta write that one out and pray he don't think you're undercover too. You just gotta start agreeing with him. Yeah, man. He's undercovers, man. All right. Somebody said, dude's already doing Uber, so you know he don't give a F anymore. Not necessarily. There's a lot of people, when Uber first came out, there was an influx of people that quit their jobs, that were actually making good money, that quit their jobs to go run Uber, because they said, 5-10 years ago, Uber was the shit. They said they used to make money. They said no now. There's a lot of fees coming out. It's overpopulated. There's so many laws that have been put in place where, of course, if the government ain't making no money off of it, you can't make no money neither. They go hop in and see how they can eat. And it's just so it's changed. People are making 1/3 of what they used to make. And of course, gas has gone up. Everything has gone up. So some of these people went into Uber way before. I know somebody that bought multiple cars and put it on the road for Uber. That was the business. Having multiple cars, having multiple drivers, and managing the vehicles. And they made good money. Shit, I wanted to do it. If I had money, I'd have bought a couple cars. And now those people have taken most of those cars and do leasing on this app. Toro. There's an app, a T app, a 4-letter word, T-letter app that they rent the cars on. Turo. I think it is Turo. That they rent the cars that they used to run for Uber. So anyways, y'all already know me. You find me lurking on the internet, just scrolling, looking for something to hee-haw about. So I might just read one of your comments. I'm out.